you've had a good few years. No one feels bad for... I'm yelling at a jersey. Oh, hi. I didn't see you there. Welcome to this week's edition of Steve's Dang It's, where we go through plays from the past week that made people, whoever, say dang it. And now it's the playoffs, so the dang it's are higher stakes. In the playoffs, I don't know, it might even be elevated to gosh darn it's. Is it too late to make a graphic for that? Is that too much work? Is that ridiculous? Fine. Anyway, let's get right to it. Here's this week's edition of Steve's Dang It's. We usually save the best for last. To me, this is the most epic dang it this week, perhaps of this entire season. A dang it on the Tampa Bay Lightning's entire life.
For shooting lane. Now Zach Werenski. His shot goes out. Vasilevsky. They score! On the rebound. Wide open. Temi Panarin goes to work on Jan Ruda. They get to the corner. Bjorkstrand's on it. Centering pass alone to Shea. Oh my goodness, what a goal! Artemi Panarin. Great vision by Matt Duchene.
Dude, they tied the wins record. Shootouts are a thing. I know, let people say things. Listen, the shootout has screwed up every record forever. We got to get past that and move on. The fact of the matter is, the Tampa Bay Lightning won 62 out of 82 games. They lost 20 games all season. 1, 2, 3, 4 straight to the Columbus Blue Jackets. It is one of the most surreal things I've ever seen. It is one of the most humiliating losses in playoff history. As a series, it's gotta be. How many of your brackets are just in flames right now? I had them winning the cup. I actually had Pittsburgh Tampa as an Eastern Conference final. Combined for 0 wins. But late in the season, they were still winning a few games, but there was something off with this Tampa team. That John Cooper extension late in the season, part of me was like, it's a little cocky, because that to me suggests they were counting on making it relatively deep in this playoffs. And then you get swept in the first round. That guy might not be back. Who knows who will be back? You think they're feeling good after this? Oh. Watch Artemi Panarin and Nikita Kucherov in the handshake line.
12 games. Artemi Panarin and Kucherov. Not the best of friends, but there's a hug. Kucherov a little reluctant.
I know a lot of Russian swear words. I would love to be able to see Kucherov a little more clearly there. I feel awful for Tampa fans. And I have no idea what the Lightning are going to do. What are they going to do? Because I criticized Chicago a few years ago when they got swept by the Predators. At least that was tight. You could tell it was goaltending that robbed them of that series. Other than the fact that I'm pretty sure Victor Hedman was playing hurt, what went wrong here? I just feel like no matter how well you do in the regular season, if you have a playoff loss like this, there's something about you psychologically that doesn't come back from that. Who knows, maybe certain friendships were damaged beyond repair, certain guys can't be trusted anymore, players don't want to play with other players. I have no idea what's going to happen with the Tampa Bay Lightning. Full credit to the Columbus Blue Jackets. They played a heck of a series. Obviously they did. You got to play a heck of a series to sweep anybody. You could take the last place team in the NHL and throw them into a playoff series. There's a good chance they win at least one. But this is a dang it like we've never seen before. Oof. Dude, even their Twitter's sad. Look at this. We don't have any words. That's a good start. And we know you don't want to hear them. Okay, we're not even a third of the way through and I already feel bad. We understand your anger, your frustration, your sadness. Everything you're feeling, we get it. This isn't the ending we imagined, and certainly not the one we wanted. Thank you for being there the entire way. Oh, we gotta move on. We gotta move on from this one. That is a dang it, and it's to the point where I feel bad. Have you felt bad for the Lightning at any point this season? Speaking of teams that got swept, the Pittsburgh Penguins. Jack Johnson did this early in the series, but I guess because they got swept, it was basically halfway through the series. This play is calamity. You gotta watch it for yourself.
Power play though is over. 2 shots on the power play. Now Keller clipped at center ice. And another penalty coming up to Pittsburgh.
Adam Pelech got absolutely obliterated. Jack Johnson comes out of the box and he runs into Boychuk first. And as he spins around, he's looking at the puck. He's trying to get to the bench to get off so someone can get on for him. And I believe he's not really paying attention. And by the time he sees Pelech coming at him, he is trying to get around him, but he can't avoid him.
73, 2 minutes for interference.
All right, so he's already in the box. That's dang it number one. Flies out of the box, clips someone, knocks him to the ground. All right, that one was an accident. This third one, what are you doing? I think you could watch that play and easily be like, well, he didn't know he was there. At some point, that's your fault. And guess where he went? Right back to the box. There's dang it number 4. He might be the first player this season to average a dang it per second. In the box, dang it. Comes out of the box, knocks someone over, dang it. Knocks someone else over, dang it. Back to the box, dang it. It took longer for me to describe what happened than to just show it. Dang it! What are you doing? You want to get swept? Because that's how you get swept. I'm sorry. Oh, you've had a good few years. No one feels bad for... I'm yelling at a jersey. No one's been like, oh, the poor Penguins. When will things go their way? No, but for real, it'll be very interesting to see where they go from here. A few years ago, it looked like the Penguins were going to blow it up. Instead, they added Phil Kessel and ended up winning back-to-back cups. This... might be a bit different. Dang it. Our third one got a lot of views on this channel, and not necessarily for the right reasons. I'll show it to you first and then I'll go through it, but it's Alexander Ovechkin's fight with Andrei Svechnikov.
Svechnikov's ready to fight with him. Here we go.
Ovechkin and Svechnikov trading right hands.
Oh, the kid's knocked out. You got to get help. Get the trainer out there. Hurry up. Get out there. That's fighting out of your weight class. That's a KO. You admire the courage, but man, oh man.
Scary moment as Alexander Ovechkin gets the better of the 19-year-old Andrei Svechnikov.
Ovechkin's been challenging him physically the entire series. Nothing wrong with that. Both men willing combatants. Nothing wrong with that, but that's a KO.
Ooh. Okay, well, shouldn't have to describe to you why that's a dang it. Svechnikov challenged Ovechkin to a fight and got knocked out. That's bad. But I'm not like, haha, I'm not making fun of it. This fight caused an existential conversation on hockey Twitter. A lot of people were going, okay, why do we need fighting in the game? Do you want to watch these two guys score goals or fight? The other conversation was, what is Ovechkin doing? He's a kid. And it is definitely true that Svechnikov just turned 19 just prior to this fight, but he's in the National Hockey League, isn't he? There's no rule saying, you can't fight him because he's too young. Oh, you're not allowed to hit Patrick Marleau, he's too old. They're all in the same league with the same set of rules. It could be an interesting argument for why they should raise the draft age, though. And at the next collective bargaining agreement talks, they're going to be talking about that, and that is going to be front and center on their highlight reel. But in terms of guys you should challenge, oh, that's a dang it. Our next one, oh, Steve, if you don't put this one, oh, here it is. William Nylander with a gift.
He can make plays, can he?
There's a steal and a goal at the side of the net. Danton Heinen. Nylander, he just tries to control this and he loses control. He took a quick peek up to try to make a play. There was a little bit of a hesitation. Anderson was going to play it, then didn't. Oh, dang it. Okay, what I think this play was a miscommunication between Nylander and Freddie Anderson. Because it looks like Freddie, he might play it, I don't know. But still, it had to be Willie, didn't it? It's funny, right before the playoffs, Elliot Friedman goes, the playoffs are a new season and it's a chance for you to rewrite the book on yourself. Sure enough, Nazem Kadri, LOL, springs William Nylander for an amazing breakaway goal, scores in game 1. Game 2, all goodwill erased, gone. Hockey Twitter was on fire, and he didn't even have the roughest night out of anyone on his line. At least Nylander didn't get suspended, although he almost got benched. I don't know what this was, other than the easiest goal of Danton Heinen's career. That's a dang it. Oh, show it again. I can't. Oh.
He can make plays, can he?
There's a steal and a goal at the side of the net. Danton Heinen.
And for our last dang it, I want to see if you can find the dang it here. Our next dang it is really a hat pick. Here's Mark Stone with a hat trick against the San Jose Sharks. See if you can spot the dang it.
President, here come the Golden Knights. Marchessault scores! Stone, excuse me, right off the hop.
Oh, what a finish by Stone on the backhand. He cuts through the neutral zone and gets in alone. Backhand over the glove of Martin Jones.
Sharks And put the Golden Knights in the power play a ton tonight. Jones makes a save, rebound, score! It's Stone again!
Again, starts with a good turnover by Stastny. Stone kicks over Marceau, and then the habits of an effective offensive player. Stop at the front of the net, far enough away from the goaltender so that if there is a rebound, you have a better chance of corralling it. You don't slide by, and you don't get right on top of them.
Swings the last couple minutes. Here's Stone, a shot, he scores! Hat-trick for Mark Stone!
For Vegas, little give and go, Paul Stastny, hard pull. There's that lateral pull.
Did you see it? I'll give you till 8:38 to figure out what it is. Martin Jones! In the same way that I made Tampa an entire dang it, Martin Jones, who I like, and heading into the season had all the faith in the world for. I'm sure a bunch of you did in your pools. Guy has an 838 through 4 games in these playoffs. His goals against average, which is a wonky stat, but still, is over 5, even though they only allowed 2 goals in the first game. That means the Sharks got to score 6 to have a shot. Oh, come on, man. He's just having a rough few games. He was in 896 this season. Dude, the Sharks have anyone. Jimmy Howard, I don't care. Either Carolina goalie, they're probably walking to the Stanley Cup. And that's not a shot at Vegas. It's not like the Sharks defense is that great either. They generate a ton of offense going that way, sort of allow it to breeze by them the other way. But oof, Maron, is Martin Jones having a bad, awful time in net for the San Jose Sharks. He's got to turn it around or else, dang it, you're done. So that's it for this week's edition of Steve's Dang It's. Let me know in the comment box down below how I did, and thank you very much for watching. Click like if you liked this video, click subscribe if you really liked it. Tell all your friends. Just because you finished first in the regular season doesn't mean a thing.